Man United transfer news live updates, Aurier agreed, Neville questions Chelsea, Perisic blow. Manchester United transfer news live updates, Gareth Bale, Fabinho and Nemanja Matic latest Tuesday August 1st Manchester United and Inter Milan's Anthony Martial problem 23:45, Inter Milan's interest in Manchester United's Anthony Martial is reportedly causing tension between both clubs. Manchester United are hoping to clinch a deal for Inter winger Ivan Perisic, with the Croatia international continually linked with a move to Old Trafford this summer. Inter are currently holding out for a fee of £48 million for Perisic, and are unwilling to sanction his departure. The Frenchman showed he could be a key figure this campaign after impressing during United's pre-season tour of the United States. And now, Italian news outlet Calciomercato claim that while Martial has signaled his desire to move to the Serie A, their interest is causing tension between themselves and Inter. Serge Aurier agreed 22:04, Manchester United have agreed a deal to sign Serge Aurier for £27 million. However, the right-back still needs to be allowed into the UK. The Mirror claim a deal is all but wrapped up for the Ivorian. However, Aurier was found guilty of assaulting a police officer in Paris last year and is banned from entering the UK. Last season he could not play against Arsenal in the Champions League because of the ban. Perisic deal worry 2033, Manchester United face an uphill battle to sign Ivan Perisic as Inter Milan consider selling Antonio Candreva to Chelsea. Italian broadcaster Mediaset Premium claim Inter may have to sell one of their star wingers. Manager Luciano Spalletti says he wants to keep the pair. But if Inter are to offload one of them, then it will be Candreva sacrificed. Chelsea want to sign Candreva and Inter believe they have a replacement lined up in Koulibaly Diallo. Were Candreva to be offloaded, then that would end any chance of United securing Perisic. Neville wants two more players. 2014, Phil Neville wants Manchester United to sign up to two more players this summer. Discussing United's chances of winning titles this season, the former midfielder told Sky Sports, United need to strengthen, but they all do, quite a bit. Even the champions, Chelsea, need to if they are to repeat what they did last season. You're not just talking about winning the Premier League title, you're talking about competing in Europe. English clubs have been well short in the last few seasons. All big clubs want to be winning Champions Leagues. That won't happen unless they significantly improve. United need to sign 4 or 5 players. United have spent £130 million on 3 new players already this summer. Gomez to United? 2000. Manchester are favourites to sign Barcelona midfielder André Gomez, according to bookmakers BetStars. Jose Mourinho seems to have set his sights on signing fellow countryman André Gomez from Barcelona this summer in a bid to bolster his attacking options ahead of the start of the new season, BetStars director Ian Marmion said. The 23-year-old struggled to make an impact in his debut season at the Nou Camp last term, and the Catalans are reportedly willing to let the young midfielder go, which has put the Red Devils on high alert. United currently lead the chase to land the Portugal international at 3-1, ahead of rivals Chelsea at 7-1, while Valencia are priced at 14-1 to make move for their former protégé. Neville questions Chelsea. 1929, Gary Neville has questioned Chelsea's decision to sell Nemanja Matic to Manchester United. United bought Matic for £40 million yesterday, reuniting the player with former boss Jose Mourinho. And while Neville believes United have got a good deal in landing the 29-year-old, he can't see why Chelsea agreed to get rid of him. Michael Carrick's obviously got one more year, but he can't play every single week, so they've got to have that player come in and do the same job, he told Sky Sports. I believe Nemanja Matic can do that. United need a holding midfield player. Schneiderlin was let go earlier this year, Schweinsteiger didn't get a game. There needed to be a replacement in there, and ultimately I think Matic will fit the bill. It's a strange one for Chelsea to let him go, because I thought he was good for them with Kante, and I think they need to strengthen. So I'm not sure why he's been let go, so they must have replacements in hand. Watford wants Timothy Fosu-Mensah 1720. Watford have inquired about taking Manchester United fullback Timothy Fosu-Mensah on loan, according to the Daily Mail. The Vicarage Road club are looking to bolster their defensive options and have asked about taking Fosu-Mensah on a season-long loan. The Red Devils are yet to decide on the 19-year-old's future and will respond after next week's UEFA Super Cup clash with Real Madrid. Dendoncker contact made 1700 hours. Manchester United have inquired about Anderlecht midfielder Leander Dendoncker, reports claim. The 22-year-old impressed during Anderlecht's Europa League quarter-final against Jose Mourinho's side, and he could find himself a permanent fixture at Old Trafford in the future. The Manchester Evening News claim United have extensively scouted Dendoncker, and spoke with his representatives earlier this summer. The report continues to add that no deal will be completed this summer due to the arrival of Nemanja Matic. De Gea's birthday message 1530. David De Gea has welcomed Manchester United's new signing Nemanja Matic to the club. On a post on Twitter, he wrote, "Welcome to the @ManUd family and happy day Nemanja Matic." Matic turns 29 today, a day after completing his £40 million move from Chelsea to United. Mourinho in contact with Roberto 1500 hours. Manchester United boss Jose Mourinho is in regular contact with Barcelona star Sergi Roberto over a proposed transfer. Spanish publication Diario Gal claim Roberto won't settle for a place on the bench if they land a marquee signing. Roberto is considering his options and is aware of interest from United, having been in contact with Mourinho. Old Trafford could well be a possible destination with Roberto a long-term admirer of the Portuguese boss, but Mourinho would need to guarantee he'd be a regular starter to convince him to join. Roberto has asked Mourinho where he would fit into his plans before he makes a decision on his future. Matic wages compared to Manchester United teammates 1334. Nemanja Matic has been handed a bumper contract at Manchester United, placing him among the club's top earners. Paul Pogba and Romelu Lukaku lead the way, but Matic's deal has eclipsed plenty of key stars at Old Trafford. To reveal United stars' weekly wages compared to their latest signing, click here. Inter struggling to find Perisic replacement 1310, Manchester United's delay in completing a deal for Ivan Perisic is due to Inter Milan being unable to find his replacement. Perisic is keen to link up with Jose Mourinho at Old Trafford, but Inter are yet to sanction his exit. Reports have suggested the Serie side are preparing to offer him a new and improved contract in a bid to convince him to stay. But ESPN say United don't believe Inter are keen to keep hold of him and instead are struggling to find an adequate replacement, and that is proving to be the main stumbling block in them wrapping up a deal for Perisic. Chelsea fans angry over Matic tweet 11:11. Chelsea fans have been left fuming at an official club tweet sent after selling Nemanja Matic. The 28-year-old Serbia international agreed a 3-year contract at Manchester United and yesterday completed a £40 million switch. The Blues reacted by tweeting a picture of the midfielder and wrote, "We thank Nemanja for his fantastic service and wish him well for the future." But the fact Chelsea wished Matic the best of luck went down badly with fans. One wrote, "Don't wish him well while he's a rival FFS." Another tweeted, "I certainly do not wish him well in the future." Mata and Herrera contract updates 11 o'clock. Manchester United are confident Juan Mata and Ander Herrera will sign new deals with the club. Both players are out of contract at the end of next season, but the Red Devils have the option to trigger 1-year extensions that will keep them at Old Trafford until 2019. However, ESPN claim United are hoping to negotiate long-term contracts for the pair. Man United I Gomez 9:30, Manchester United are keeping tabs on Andre Gomez with his Barcelona future uncertain. Barca are keen to raise funds this summer, and Spanish publication Marca claim Gomez is the player the board are considering selling in order to do so. And with Gomez's future in doubt, the Sun claim United could take advantage of the situation by offering him a way out. Mourinho is thought to be a big fan of the former Valencia star and is monitoring developments. 5-year Aurier deal at Man United 8:10, Serge Aurier has reportedly agreed to a 5-year contract with Manchester United as he looks set to leave Paris Saint-Germain. Reports have suggested United will pay PSG a fee of £22 million for the 24-year-old. And according to French outlet Paris United, Aurier is ready to pen a 5-year deal with United. It is said he will earn an annual salary of between £4 million and £4.5 million. That would potentially see him on wages of up to £87,000 a week. Matic will not make the difference. 8 o'clock. Manchester United will not win the Premier League title this season even with the signing of Nemanja Matic, according to Steve Nicol. When asked if the £40 million arrival makes United title favourites, Nicol told ESPN FC, "I don't think it is no. I think no question they get in the top 4. But the fact is that for me City are ahead of this team, Chelsea the defending champions are ahead, and Spurs, you can't count them out. So Man United definitely top 4, but one of the favourites for the Premier League? I don't think so." United to join forces with Tinder? 750, forget transfers, United are all about dating now with the club in talks with Tinder. The Daily Mail say United have had sponsorship discussions with the online dating service. Tinder are said to be interested in becoming United's sleeve sponsor, a new commercial opportunity for Premier League clubs from the upcoming season. 9 clubs, including United's rivals Chelsea and Manchester City, have signed sleeve deals, but none for anywhere near the £12 million a year that Silicon Valley company Tinder are offering. Terry tops Lukaku 5:30. Dean Saunders thinks Romelu Lukaku joining Manchester United is not the deal of the summer. Because John Terry's move to Aston Villa outdoes it. Forget Lukaku going to Manchester United. Villa signing John Terry on a free is the deal of the summer, he told the Daily Star. It's a bigger signing. It's the best signing. If I was the manager of any of the top 6 in the Premier, I would have signed him. For me, that just shows you what must have been said behind the scenes by Steve and the owners to get him. Fabinho before Matic claim 5:15. Manchester United tried to sign Fabinho before settling for Monaco's Nemanja Matic. That is according to journalist Adam Joseph. Various sources confirming that Manchester United were in fact pushing to sign Fabinho, but Monaco made a deal very difficult, he said on Twitter. Muff moved on. Matic on Mourinho 450. Nemanja Matic has admitted he is excited to play for Manchester United at Old Trafford. "I am delighted to have joined Manchester United. To work with Jose Mourinho once again was an opportunity I couldn't turn down," he said. "I have enjoyed my time at Chelsea and would like to thank the club and the fans for their support. I cannot wait to meet my new teammates and to start training with them. This is a very exciting time for the club and I am looking forward to playing my part in creating more history for this great club." United want Bale transfer request 4:30. Manchester United want Gareth Bale to publicly demand a move away from Real Madrid. Spanish outlet Don Balón say the Red Devils are willing to bide their time before making a move. But, before they bid, they are demanding he go public and say he wants to leave the Spanish Giants. Express Sport understands United will offer real £90 million. But not until next summer. Hello Man United fans. 410. Good morning and welcome to Express Sports Live Manchester United transfer blog. Nemanja Matic has become the Red Devils' latest signing, joining Romelu Lukaku and Victor Lindelof at Old Trafford. However, there are updates on talk of moves for Monaco's Fabinho and Real Madrid's Gareth Bale. So stay tuned for all the latest.